Yo,
What's up?
be back, baby. Yeah, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. Great to be back. Sorry I had to work, but I'm back with it because we got a lot of things. We got like what, two games we gotta talk about? Like
Oh yeah,
literally,
we, yeah. We
especially last night's game.
we got to catch up on the last two games. We didn't get the Cleveland game. We did a short. I did a short little preview of what could happen with last night's game, and then I talked a little bit about the Clippers game. I said Cleveland, pardon me, the Clippers game. So yeah, man, we got some catching up to do, man.
All right, let's do that.
Yo, where do we start? All right, me per se, I'm gonna start positive before I get negative because it's
Okay.
so easy to just point out all the wrong that we was doing, but I did see some positives last night. So if you want to elaborate on that, tell me what you thought was positive about last night's game. Some things that you seen that was like, okay, I like what we doing.
Like definitely team chemistry came back, which I kind of did. I like because I think they at one point they were down by 11 in the four, and they came back to tie
Mm-hmm.
it up. The only thing is once again crunch time defense fell.
Mm-hmm.
It went down again. Cat got that foul on Booker, which he didn't even need to shove off on Booker. I was like, why did you stick your arm out, push him when you got a smaller dude on you? So why do you gotta do it? Why you gotta, like you said, why do you have to keep cooking just to get around? Just play your
Mm-hmm.
position, play your body side. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? They really fell apart a lot at the end of the fourth quarter. Brunson couldn't do as much, but it was good to see OG really doing his thing. Deuce was playing a hell of a. The hardest thing is when you got a monster like Dylan Brooks that's annoying. He got under Deuce's skin, and Deuce wasn't playing there when they was trying to take like he had that offensive foul and he was holding the ball and he was
Mm-hmm.
like you can't let Dylan Brooks get it because now all of a sudden Dylan Brooks is scoring like 20 points, 25, 26 points now. Well,
Right.
when we do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's I knew Phoenix was going to be that was the one I circled on my calendar was going to be that tough game because
Mm-hmm.
they took the Rockets and only lost to the Rockets because of game winning shot by KD. So they are tough. You know what I mean? And then I like the way we play. We just lost focus crunch time for
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I feel like Phoenix is like the dark horse of the West. I kind of been like tuned into them, kind of like just watching what's going on over there in the Western Conference, and I mean they legit, man. They real, man, and like they really like when you couldn't tell me in the beginning of the season that they was gonna be where they at now. Like I would have told you, oh hell no, they just putting it together. They got a team. They'd be fighting for a playing spot or something like that, but. Those guys, I feel like when a year and they could be in that top five bracket. You know what I mean? They could
me.
be
Yep, I agree.
that could shock a lot of teams and be a hard outing because they play hard nosed defense. They play defense with like Dylan Brooks is like the you could tell his imprint on that team is very strong. Like as far as
Hmm.
the way they play on defense, they play with that tenacity. They play with that roughness. They really aggressive. Grayson Allen was playing like that. Goodwin was playing like that. They had a few guys. Also,
Yeah.
Ryan Dillon.
Gillespie, I think it's Colin Gillespie. He's been playing good. He reminds me of like
Yeah,
a younger
Colin,
Booker, like
yeah,
that could shoot. So
he played with Brunson in him. So he's a Villanova product. So those guys got some hard nosed guys over there that's playing defense. Then they got a guy like Mark Williams. He could block shots and guard the paint. So they're a team to be reckoned with, man. You got to really keep your eye on Phoenix. And if you're in the Western Conference, don't be surprised if those guys, you know what I mean, give a team a run in the first round or maybe even get to the second round. I think I could see it happening. Dylan Brooks, as of recent, maybe like a month or two, he's been on a high streak as far as like offense. He's not known
yes, he is.
for his offensive play, but I think he stepped it up and his 3-point shot is way better because that's a guy I used to get slack off on. I used to be like, all right, I'll let you shoot those threes. You
Hmm.
might hit one or two, but you're not going to hit four. And last night he was like a mini flamethrower from that 3-point line. So it's good to watch, and I knew coming into this game that this game was going to be rough. I knew it wasn't going to be a walk in the park. I knew it was going to be one of those games where the Knicks had to show up and we had to be aggressive because this team was going to play us aggressively. It's something about teams that play aggressive
Yep.
that give the Knicks fits. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that coming into this game that Phoenix was going to do that, especially with a guy like Dylan Brooks. Um, I want to keep I want to keep it too short. I want to go in depth like too much, but maybe we
Okay.
will as the show progress. But the one positive I seen last night, I want to say
Tell me.
Knicks is I like Cat when he plays at the perimeter, when he plays on top of the key, and
Okay.
he got the ball in his hand, and he almost playing that Jokic role. Like he's setting plays up. He's getting them in their positions. He had a lot of good assists, a lot of good pass, and I think that passes, and I think that that can open up our offense on another level. I think that can unlock a lot of things, almost like what Sabonis was doing under
Oh
Mike
wow.
with in Sacramento. I think
Oh, not his daddy. We talking about young Sabon.
yeah.
Okay.
Sabonis that played for the Sacramento Kings, not his pops. But I feel like that could open up a lot of things, and it's did. Like you see, players was cutting more. You see, the energy was it was a little bit more. Like it was a little. We gave a little bit more energy on that part of the floor, but it's just defensively. We need to just elevate to another level defensively, and we did good. We did pretty good, but we just got to get it to another. We got to get it to another level. And
Okay.
individually, we gonna go down the chart tonight because there was some good things and there was some bad things and there was some bad things across the board that made me like question a lot of things with this team right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, I definitely I agree with you on that one. Yeah, we definitely gotta break it down.
Yeah.
One of the things we were gonna bring up is there's been a lot of matter of fact, we're gonna start there. We're gonna hold on the Clipper thing right now, but I'm gonna bring something to your attention that I don't think a lot of people know.
Mhm.
So what's your take about this Trey Young Washington thing? We're gonna sidebar for this, but I want to get your opinion on this because I'm about to drop something on you that a lot of people need to think about.
Mm. Oh, so I mean I like it. I mean I think I gave like a little short synopsis on it yesterday. I mean, I feel like it's a good thing for Trey Young because he goes to a team that he basically can get the ball back in his hand and command the offense again.
Okay.
And I think if he would have went to another team, depending on what team he would have went to, he wouldn't have got the opportunity like that. It probably would have
Okay.
started. Probably would have been a good point guard there that probably would have been was doing most of the heavy lifting on the point guard side of things. So I think that it's beneficial for Trey Young to go to a team like that and basically get that culture started because they in hell right now. So they getting better slowly but surely. They got players over there, but I think a player like Trey Young can elevate that situation. Maybe in a 2 year, 3 year window, that team could look like they competing for something or they
Okay.
trying to get a higher seeding, but. I think for Atlanta, it was good for Atlanta because they got off some salary of Trey Young. They didn't have to give him that extension, so they could save some money and they could go out and get a player. I heard
Mm-hmm.
they was going to go get Anthony Davis, but that guy need to retire. Yo, Davis, bro, look at me, bro. This it's over, bro. You got a ring. You did your thing in the NBA for as long as you could, bro. But the injuries is just not. It's just not.
You gotta cut
It's,
it.
it's just terrible with you, bro. It's like every little thing on your body is fragile. Like
That is true. Yep.
so I heard they was gonna go get a player like him. So I don't think. I think they probably gonna hold back and just stay with what they got and see what they got and you know.
So you ready for this
Really
this
good trade
urban
for
myth
both
I'm about to
teams. I
drop
feel
on
like it wasn't a needle mover for. I mean, it was a needle mover on how you look at it, but I feel like it was a good trade. I feel like nobody really won the trade. I feel like it was like completely equal. It wasn't like oh, this team got so much more better, or this team got so much. It felt like an equal trade. Like it was like you
So you ready for your mind to be blown, right?
basically
I'm about to
oh,
hit you with this
oh
one.
it's two Benzes, but it's a different color. Like you know what I'm saying? It's the same AMG. They got AMGs, but the different color. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I took it.
So you ready to get your mind blown?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm
All
with it.
right. So from what I've been reading between threads and other things,
Hmm.
Washington kind of did something that a lot of people did not pay attention in Nick Land.
Mm.
So let's say like this, and that's how we'll break it down. This is from what I've been reading. Washington, so Trey Young wanted Washington for a particular reason. The particular reason was because Brooklyn didn't want him.
Mm.
Brooklyn never wanted, they never entertained that trade that he was going to come to Brooklyn. So
Mm.
Washington was a good spot. Now, here's a funny thing, like a lot of people don't know.
Hmm.
The Knicks have a pick that is owned by Washington.
Oh yeah. I know.
So
Mhm.
now, but you know, the funny thing is Trey Young's not, he's not going to be playing for Washington this season.
Yeah,
So they're going to be tanking.
yeah,
So they'd be tanking so they don't have to give the Knicks that pick,
yeah.
which is funny. And
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah,
that's a slide move, right?
yeah.
Today, guess who got waived a few hours ago?
Who's that?
McCullough got waived by Atlanta.
Oh, he did.
He did.
Oh,
So who won that trade? Who won this whole thing? Atlanta did. You know why? Because they didn't want to keep Trey Young. They thought he was cancerous.
yeah.
And now it helps Washington keep a pick that the Knicks was going to get because they were playing good. Now they can tank and they get to keep their pick.
You know what's interesting about that?
Mhm.
That they wait. I didn't know that. I see. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they waived McCollum. That's interesting. So now what I'm thinking is I could tie that into this. They could be looking at Ja Morant. Now they can enter the Ja Morant sweepstakes because
Yep.
if you got off of two contracts like Trey Young and then McCullough, they both command a lot of money. I don't know the salaries off,
Hmm.
but I know both of those players command a lot of money yearly. Um, so if you could share both of those contracts, you
Yep.
can have room to go get a guy like a John Morant. You can afford a John Morant and putting John Morant around those wing players.
It's crazy.
I mean, John Morant doesn't look like he don't look like the old John Morant, but I think it's more so that he don't want to be in that situation no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when a guy just give up on that whole organization or that whole team, he don't want to be there. I think
So
uh,
you feel like he gave up, or you feel like the organization gave up? 'Cause I think
both.
the organization gave up on him.
I feel like both. I feel like it's both. Like they both came to a point where it's like, okay, we done. You know what I'm saying? Like he know they not gonna compete for nothing, and they know they ain't gonna compete for nothing with him being of the guy. So
Okay.
getting rid of him can basically for Atlanta. That could be a good move for Atlanta.
Yeah,
I got
good.
I got I'm gonna do more research on it. Don't hold me on that. But like
No, but
that
that's a good thought process
that
because
might
remember we did talk about it in the last video. We was gonna talk about some trades that we heard. There's some rumor trades.
that
See,
might. I heard John Moran looking at in Miami or Minnesota, and I forgot it was another team. Like, but you never know. Atlanta can enter that chat, and they could be like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, we could throw some money your way. We could give you like a Shea. You know what I mean? Because they want to get
mhm.
off of that young boy.
Yeah, they do. After they thought
They,
they swore he was the best thing
Reece-
smoking.
I
So
don't think that's enough, but maybe they got. I gotta look into Atlanta books. Maybe they got some picks or something that they could throw and make it sweet and
yeah.
play it like John Morant. And I think that I think John Morant in a new situation will be. I think his career will go back to where we know John Morant, the explosive John Morant.
Yeah,
And
you think he can stay out of Magic City? You know, and I know Lou Williams used to
it's gonna be
love messing
crazy
with
for
some
that kid.
chicken.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be. It's pops you got to worry about. Forget
That
forget
is true.
Pops team ran, he'll be in all the spots out there. So, you know what I mean? That's something to watch for. That's something to watch for. I didn't know about the McCullough thing. The McCullough thing made me now that made me like, okay, if they waive him, they could be looking at John Morant. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you know who they? You know how Atlanta only wanted one person out of that whole trade.
Yeah.
It was the shooter.
Corey
Uh,
Kispert. Yeah.
yeah, that's all they wanted.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't care for McCullough because he was expiring and everything. So it's like y'all gave out Trey Young for literally two expiring contracts, which is crazy.
Mhm.
And we got McHale for 5 picks. We
Yeah.
got such and such for five. Like, I'm like,
We're gonna
y'all get.
get into that. We're gonna get into that because
So let me break it. Let's do some trading thing for what we got these good viewers right here.
mhm.
So we did talk about in the last video, the one before yours. Excuse me, because I wasn't there, but I apologize to the people.
No, you
But
good,
we
bro.
talked about potential trades. So I want to drop this bombshell, another bombshell. We could also get somebody else that used to be with us, a former Nick, because the current team that he has right now is not going to be able to resign him. So I'm going to let you people know.
Mm.
There might be a possibility we can get Hartenstein back.
Ooh.
Oh, I would like some Hartenstein because that was energy right there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa. We can get out, yo. Now we cooking. Cause here's the thing, right? I would trade. I mean, he I see. I got to look up the contract. I think his last year was a team
A
option.
team option. Yep, it is.
Yep. So they might pick it up because he's still Isaiah is a good player. He's a good center. He's a good starting center. He does a lot of
Mhm.
things and he contributes to that.
But they don't have the cap for him because remember, so it's
Yeah,
him and Lou Dort that are up, and they can't pay both of them because remember they gave Shea all that money. They
yeah,
gave Jalen Williams, and they don't have the capital for it.
yeah,
So they're
yeah.
gonna
Oh,
have to
yeah.
basically find a suitable trader, a
Right.
trading team to be able to do that. That's why I was thinking. I was thinking the Knicks can give young assets to Oklahoma City to get a Hartenstein. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Which makes more sense because that'll be a big that we already had that
Mm-hmm.
likes to do the system. And also, remember, I also gave you a trade that I sent you that ESPN put out. That
Mm-hmm.
our favorite person, Yabba Dabba Doo, can get traded with a three team trade with the
Mm-hmm.
Spurs and another team. And he was like, "I'll do it in a heartbeat." I like that
Oh yeah,
trade.
yeah. So that was the trade with Yabusele to the Spurs for Jeremy
Yep.
Sirhan. No, to the Wizards. And I think Cam. No, we get Cam.
Can't win it. Yes.
And we get Cam Whitmore. And
We get
uh,
Cam. Sohan goes to the Wizards,
yeah,
and Yabba Dabba Doo goes to the Spurs.
yeah. So I think that'll be a good trade for everybody. That will benefit everybody because it's all of those teams need that. It's all a
Yes.
position that they need. So the Spurs they need a stretch for like Yabusele. You know what I'm saying? So I think that'll work for them. We need a scorer, a bona fide scorer.
We need a slasher, and that's what he's a slasher. He
Yeah,
cuts to the basket a lot, which
yeah.
I like.
For Cam, but for Cam, he's a
Bucket getter.
certified bucket off the bench. He gets hot and he can come off the bench and drop 15 in no time. And a
Exactly.
guy like him and Clarkson coming off that bench, I think that'll do wonders for us. And he's a young guy, so
Yes.
he's only gonna get better. So I think he haven't even hit his prime nor his ceiling. Like he's still kind of fairly new to the NBA. I really want Jeremy Shohan though. I feel like that'd be a better look for us out of the three players.
Okay.
Like to be honest, like I feel like he would do a lot for us as far as like the hustle. I would love to see him and Deuce coming off the bench because I think that'd be strong for us. Those guys play defense. He has like he has that toughness. I feel like our team is lacking players like Dylan Brooks, uh, Grayson Allen, like dudes like that, like real tough nosed guys that come off the bench and like really make you feel them, like they really play up on you. And I feel like
Okay.
and is one of those kind of guys. He's like relentless. So I think him and Deuce, that would be a good thing. The only thing he can't shoot, that's
So,
the only
but I don't think that's what we need him for. If it, like, I need him to go just like you said,
yeah, but
get the
we on
rebounds and get the loose ball.
but see the thing is in the playoffs, all your weaknesses get exposed.
That is
So
true as well.
teams like they lock into whatever your weakness on. They lock on to you, the top players, and the players that's coming off the bench. So a guy like him, they'll just leave him open, and they're double like a Brunson or something. Like let him shoot. We don't care because we know he ain't gonna shoot. And maybe he come around and maybe we got a shooting coach or somebody that can change that. But I just feel like it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for him in the playoffs, like because teams are really own in on your weakness. So I mean, we'll see. Like but I would like out of all of those players, I would like him. The only reason why I wouldn't want Ken Whitmore is because I think for the culture reasons, and I think he's cancerous. I think like when things don't go his way, he kind of
Okay, good point.
and it can probably affect other people on the team. So that's the only thing I keep my eye on Cam. But like he's a guy that's interesting, man. So I would honestly a name that we haven't brought up on this show.
Talk to
I
me.
would go for a player like Keon Ellis. I would see what we could go do to get a Keon Ellis. Now we cooking. We could go like we could trade Yabusele. I don't know if that's what they want and we could get a player like Keon Ellis on this team, like
Okay.
I think that would take us to a whole nother level because that's a guy that could shoot, he could defend, and he's pesky on defense, and that's a guy Mike Brown already had. Mike
That is true.
had
That is true.
and Key was doing fairly good. I think he was benching him at some point of the season, but who knows? Maybe a different situation. They know each other. They reconnected, and then maybe they go to another level. So let's see.
Okay. That's a good name drop because that's a good one. I didn't even really think about it like that.
They still high on Alvarado too, so we can't discount.
Yeah. So you do what I like. I think I see. The only thing is getting Alvarado. Don't get me wrong. I love the way his tenacity and everything is, but I feel like we're maturing Kolek. I feel like once you get him, that's gonna hurt Kolek's development. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
feel
yeah,
like
it's gonna be a
that's what we don't need right now. But it's like I don't know. It's like I see the weaknesses that we do need, but we got a lot of filling to do. You know what I mean? Like, but do we have the manpower and the picks to really want to do that? You know what I mean? Like, Yabasadi is not a good pick for us. It was never a good. I don't know why they even thought it was. Let's get somebody that's going to do something because when he's out there, like like Evergreen used to say, he's a liability, bro. Like he's clueless.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm like
Now
that's
he
why he's
is.
gonna be there because it's like I feel like he's undersized as a P4, even a shooting forward. I feel like he's undersized because he doesn't know where his place is
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
on the floor. Because
yeah.
I've never seen a person leave the paint to sprint all the way to the 3-point line. I don't need you to be a 3-point shooter. I need you to get there and get those rebounds.
Mhm.
So, like he
Yeah,
don't know his place.
yeah. I think yeah. I think, and I know he knows his time is up. Like I said it on prior shows. I don't think that's a guy that we're gonna keep or even retain. And he has a. The only thing is about what we could get for him because he has a player option for next year. So next year he can be like wherever he's at,
Of
he's gonna take that player option. He's not going.
course,
So,
of
but
course.
I want to move. I love the trades, bro. I love the trades, man. Like it's so many possibilities, but I can't wait to have the trade talk when these trades are really heating up because they're heating up now.
Yeah, they are.
Back channel and stuff going on right now, so I can't wait to dive real deep into them. And like when that time comes to, I'm gonna have like I'm gonna have everything. We're gonna have a whole breakdown as far as like salary cap, like picks, everything, all the necessary things to make the trades work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to come on here and have like a thorough show where we really break it down, like how to really make it happen. We gonna have a trade machine. We could just go on the trade machine, you know, like put hypotheticals in and see what we could get in return for that, and it'll be a dope show. But
Yep.
my biggest thing, man, was last night. Now, last
Okay.
night, like getting back into the Phoenix game, I seen things where I was like, whoa, those last, that last possession from Brunson killed us when
Yeah.
when he when I knew it was gonna be bad when he jumped or when he jumped off his 2 feet and he passed the ball. When you never do that as a player, because
Exactly.
almost 99% that you're gonna make a turnover when you do that. It's like it's insane that Brunson did that. You know what I'm saying? So when he did that, I knew the game. I knew we lost the game right there. Not only that, OG missed 3 free throws last night at at crunch time. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
no, he I think he missed two and made one. And then
That's
Macau,
when you got fouled by the third. You got fouled for the
right?
3-pointer. Yeah.
That if that could have changed the game for us. And then Macau, he didn't box out Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen gets behind him, throws the ball off of him. Game over. So we didn't
Exactly.
execute last night down in the clutch where we could have potentially won that game. You know what I'm saying? Like if Brunson would have committed to a play, like he basically would have had his mindset and did a move and got to the basket, we potentially could have won that game because it was a 2 point game at that point.
That is correct. Yep.
So after that, like it was over. So it's a lot of things that I feel like we need to clean up
Hmm.
now because later it's gonna come back and hunt us. And I feel like that's one of those things. Now we haven't been doing that all season. We haven't been making those mistakes. But like yesterday, it was clear that we wasn't fully locked in, and that's why we lost that game. You know what I'm saying? Which is
Yeah, 'cause I think we like 'cause the first quarter they was up big almost. They was up like I
yeah.
think 10 or 11. We
Mhm.
bounced back, but it's like they were trailing the whole game to the fourth quarter where we actually got there. So it's like this team's resiliency is beautiful because when they get down, they come back. But sometimes that's gonna cut short because you're always catching up at the last minute when you should be being able to break that team down for the first 3 quarters
Mhm.
and working a little bit harder in the fourth to make sure you got a comfortable lead. So that's one of the big things that's like we're gonna be the cardiac Knicks for the rest of the season when we don't have to be.
I'm like honestly, bro. I'm concerned, bro. I don't know about a lot of Knicks fans, and I'm not like overly concerned, but I'm concerned. Like I'm slightly concerned. Like you got to think about it, right? And Cat, OG, and McCall, that's 110 million we got locked into those 3 players, right?
Yep.
And I feel like we still have yet to been locked into a second option on this team. Like I don't know who's the second option on this team, right? And then next year, those same 3 players, they're gonna log 133 million. So now you got 133 million with a huge question mark. Who is the guy that is behind Brunson? Because
Who was the second center?
I don't want to do the committee. I don't want to do it by committee. I don't want to do it like, okay, whoever's playing this game, he's the second option. No, we not that. We gotta have a clear cut second option. We gotta have a second option. And me, I feel like some nights and most nights this season, Cat been looking like a third, fourth option, depending on how you wanna call it. I had put this out on my page, and somebody made a point. They was like that Deuce McBride is looking like a second option right now, and he is. He's not.
And he is. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Deuce shots from the 3 point line is insane. I think he's at like what 49% from the free. I mean from
If
the
I remember for the telecast, he's at 46%.
46. He's at 46% from the 3 point line.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like like Deuce is putting on. Like he's really looking like the second option. And if you keep him, this is just a small sample size, but if you keep him in for like 30 plus more games, we'll see. We'll see. Like
That is true.
he'll probably mess around and be the second option. And that's
It
not,
could be.
you don't want that. You don't want to see Deuce as your second option when he makes 1 point something or however millions he's making this year. Those other guys, those are big contracts. Like
Yep.
Cat, you make the most money out the team, bro. You gotta go to. It's concerning to me, bro. It's really concerning to me, like as a basketball fan and as a Knicks fan, because I feel like Brunson don't have a number two, and them two players, Cat and Brunson, they don't work good together. This is going on a year. This is the second year, bro, and
Yeah.
I see it on the court. Like they don't have chemistry on the court. It's not a two-man game. It's not Brunson and Cat. It's Brunson doing him, and when Brunson sit on the bench, Cat takes the load and Cat does him. I feel like
That is that's yeah, I've seen that a
and
lot, yeah.
Kolek has better chemistry than Brunson and Cat. What you think about that?
No, you're absolutely right. I'm definitely seeing it. When Brunson's cooking, cats nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? They go and like Brunson goes sometimes away from the cats, pick and roll, but then he don't roll. He'll just spot up and shoot. And
Yeah,
then, like you said, key thing when cat's on the floor, it's all cat. You know what I mean? And it's annoying that your two best players, like you said, should be working in harmony with each other, like pick and roll, this and that, And I gotta say it, like, what's crazy about it is that I'm just gonna use what I've known from years past. Randall did that. Randall rolled.
mm-hmm.
Randall took the shot. He didn't run away from the basket. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And that's something that we were always gonna miss because New York didn't value Orlando. They thought he was more of a head case, where he really wasn't. But he worked good with Brunson. But now we got Cat. Cat, like you said, and I agree with you, he needs to be at that low block or that high, free throw line doing the facilitating when it
Yeah,
comes to passing the ball around and being a joker or, like you said, as a bonus type. That's where his
yeah,
best thing is going to be. He needs to do that.
yeah. It's concerning, bro. It's like the two-man game is non-existent. Um, they just don't mesh, and as a fan, I know we can see that. So I know that's something that the front office they're evaluating too. Because I
Yeah.
think next year we gonna see how far we can go this off season.
Hmm.
And if it don't work, I think moves will be made because next year Cat is up for an extension, and I don't know if he deserves an extension as of right now. Now it's a lot more season to be played, it's a lot more
That is
basketball to
true.
be played, and he could sway everybody's opinion on that. But I feel like as of right now, I wouldn't extend him. Like if I was a GM, I'd be like, nah, this is like you're not playing how I want you to play with the number one guy on our team. Like, and there's just no chemistry there. So then that's when the doors start opening for a trade package of Giannis. And then you start looking at a player like OG and be like, well, you and Cat can go because
That's true. We won. We haven't won. We
he of
haven't
course
touched anything.
y'all the two highest players on the team and y'all not producing at a high level. Now OG gave us beautiful minutes last night.
He did.
But it wasn't super impactful. You know what I'm saying? So he's been having those games, but OG when he's on, he's on. So like that's a player I would want to keep. If anybody I would let go, I would let go in a
Yeah.
trade package to bring in a guy like Giannis, right? Is a Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? I would put Mikal in the trade. I would put Cat in the trade, and if and this is just me saying this if every all fails, right? This season fails. If let's just say for whatever weird reason we don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals,
Hmm.
Those are real conversations that need to be had. Like you got to
Very
start
true.
at those players. Like we gave up a lot of assets for, we invested a lot of money in, so we got to go get something that Brunson can play with. I think Brunson and Giannis, that game will be dynamic. That pick and roll will be dynamic because Brunson will buy in and Giannis will buy into that. You know what I'm saying? And Giannis been kind of getting better from the 3 point line as well too. He been shooting them decent. It's not crazy, but he been doing his thing. I don't want to jump the gun with the whole Giannis and the Giannis to the Knicks joints, but it's just something to think about. And I'm
Yes.
watching these games is like I'm more so like with the idea of I don't think Cat. I like Cat as a person. I don't want to take nothing away from Cat. He's a good family guy. You know what I mean? Like R.I.P. to his mom. She was beautiful. She respected the game. She
Yeah,
was
she did.
shout out to his pops. You know what I'm saying? He repped the Knicks. He there, and it's a homegrown story for a kid that comes from New York and all well around the area of New York. But I just think that right now the fit is just not there. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? We got a lot of
He
you
could get on the hot street.
got
We never know.
and Cat might change everything and they might turn it around. So who knows? Like I will hope so. I pray I'm more so praying that more so wishful thinking with that. So we'll see. We'll see.
No, definitely. I agree with that. Like, there's a lot of season left. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And it's like I'm kind of glad in threads that we know, like we said in the last video, people just relax. You know what I mean? A nice win against the Clippers kind of did that, but don't go off the ship like just like they're done. They're not gonna be in the playoffs. Trade everybody. Get Giannis. Relax. Enjoy this season for what it is so far. You know what
I
I
think
mean? And
Timbers,
that's what I like to see. You know what I mean? Then people are actually saying what we really need, then jump off the ship and blow up the whole team, just get them
yeah,
out. They ain't gonna win nothing. Like,
yeah.
come on, have faith. We all need faith.
I
We
think
didn't even think the Knicks was gonna do this good. Yes, they went to the Eastern Conference
no,
Championship
we know
last year.
that the Knicks is gonna go to the playoffs. I think as a fan, but everybody know for a fact the Knicks is gonna go to the playoffs. I don't think nobody has a doubt about that. I just think that we seeing things from uh, a defensive standpoint,
Yeah,
chemistry standpoint, an effort standpoint. Those are three things that we know that they need to improve on. So when we do get to the playoffs, because we're gonna need those three things clicking. Like you know what I'm saying? So I think that
yeah,
is and yeah, and like you said, bro, everybody just need to relax. It's like we gotta relax. It's still a small sample size of this team. It's what 37, 38 games in.
exactly. And they still number three in the
It's a
East.
lot of
You
basketball
know,
left. It's a lot of basketball left. We still ain't even get to the other half of the season. Like we got
exactly.
a break yet. So I mean it's we gonna have these games and they discouraging, but it's a lot of basketball left, and I feel like mid-season we will see the Knicks at their highest peak. Like we will see them. We will see everybody clicking. And even with Mike Brown, like everything is still new for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a process. It's not going to be something that's overnight. He's implementing a new system, so everybody has to learn their roles in that. So I feel like we good. We good. We in a good spot for figuring it out right now. But there's things that's concerning when we watching it. Like we watching this, like okay, y'all gotta get on this because this right here.
They do.
I'm saying these things can kill us in the playoffs. Like you know what I mean.
That is true.
These things can kill us. So, what you think about the matchup with the Blazers? How you feel about that? How you feel going into that game? Do you think
Hmm.
we need to
So
we need to play full effort? What is something that you see that we need to do going into that game?
we need to shut down Donnie Avia because
Okay.
he's whooping the league.
Mm,
Remember, he averaged what? He had a 41-point game a couple of days ago. So the
mm,
Blazers is actually looking good. The Blazers is actually a better team than we thought they would be.
mm.
So I think OG is going to have a nice matchup right there
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I think it's always, Jeremy Grant, he's like an ageless wonder that still plays ball. This should be a winnable game, but don't sleep.
Right.
You know what I mean? The same thing we thought about the Clippers. Everybody thought about the Clipper game was like, oh, they can do it. They did pretty good. You know
Yeah.
why? Because they didn't take their foot off the gas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the Clippers was giving it to them in the first 2 to 3 quarters. That fourth
Hmm.
quarter turned it around.
Hmm.
I feel like that's this game that they're gonna have to have a part. You know what I mean? Because you can't take them for granted. When you
Okay.
take them for granted, things happen.
Hmm.
So they shut down Avia with some OG on it. To be honest, I don't even know who else is left on the Blazers, to be honest with you. Oh, but they do got Drew Holiday. I just thought about that. They do got Drew Holiday.
They got some pieces over there. I think with this team too, they gotta their team is gonna play them physical, so they gotta come out and play physical. I think we gotta start like coming out the gate hot,
Yes.
really coming out the gate hot, and really try not to fall behind because I feel like fighting coming from behind for us right now is taking a lot. It's taking a lot of effort for us to get back in the game. And then when we finally do get back in the game, we don't have the extra umph to get to
Mhm.
that win. Like, we lost what 5 out of the last 6 games. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's concerning. Like that's kind of concerning. We're not ready. I'm not ready to jump out the window, but yo, check this out, next. If we lose again, I'm bringing the glasses back, bro.
Oh, he's bringing the goggles back.
Yo, I'm
I'm
bringing.
kind of happy you did take them off because I was like, darn, he's really
Yo,
gonna be with these for a couple games.
yo, I'm bringing. Like, if we get another losing streak, they coming back. So let's not. Pardon me. Let's not do that, man. Let's come out hot. Let's play aggressive. Let's get the defense cooking.
Yes, I
Let's
agree.
give attack and breaking news. Well, it's probably not breaking news, but Josh Hart should be back for this game. So I would love to see
Oh,
Josh Hart back. We missing Josh Hart. It's so crazy watching these games. And Josh Hart is my favorite Nick. Um, and we seeing the impact that this team is having without Josh Hart. Josh Hart brings the hustle.
brings that energy. Yep.
He brings the transition. Like he's getting out in a break. Like when he gets downhill, he's like hard to stop. He's like a Giannis. Like he's hard to stop once he get downhill. So we missing all of those things. So I think that with Josh Hart back in the lineup, I feel like we'll get those things and we'll get that extra toughness that we missing because we missing that extra toughness. That's our Dylan Brooks. That's our Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Hart. So I can't wait for Josh Hart to come back. They say he's questionable. So when a player is questionable, 95% of the time they're gonna come back and play. So let's see, man. We hope we get Josh Hart back for that Blazer game. And like I said, we just gotta come out strong, man. We gotta come out strong. We gotta play defense. I want to see some new wrinkles with Brunson. I want to see some new wrinkles with Brunson and Cat. Um, and yeah, man, like overall, just seeing where the Knicks go in these next couple games that we got on this West Coast road trip, man. We having a huge West Coast road trip. So
Mm. Okay.
what what's one of the keys? What's one of the keys you have? Who's your player to watch for tomorrow's game?
OG baby. OG.
Okay.
OG's got to do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where he's going to be locked up against Jeremy Grant and Avia. So he's going to be tested. But
Mhm.
I feel like OG is the second person that will basically do it. If he gets going and he puts a lockdown on somebody, it's going to be a smooth transaction. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I feel like OG's going to be that one.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Hey, yo, boy, give a shout out to every show I gotta come by and just give a shout out to everybody that's been checking in. There's been new subscribers, so salute to y'all. Salute to the people that's coming in. They hit me up in the DMs or the messages, and they be like, "The show is fire." Shoot, salute to y'all people too. I want to just thank all of y'all for coming through and showing us love. Like it's new. We starting this thing from the bottom. So thank you for all the support that you've given, whether you liking, sharing, commenting, or you just watching the film, or you like what you see over here, man. So I just want to salute all y'all on Threads, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know what I mean, and even on YouTube. Like we might be getting people generated coming in from YouTube. So salute to y'all, man. And
Yep.
have a product that you need sponsored or anything like that, hit us up as well. And we could get to that product and we could do a review on your product as well.
Oh, definitely.
And you need to
Definitely.
say?
I'm definitely like, I'm loving this. I'm loving this gig, Like this is fun, man. It's an opportunity to really reach out to the fans
Yeah.
like us, to basically do them. We're working on shows. We're working on a lot of guests. We're
Mhm.
trying to do it. I want to put out there, and especially I'm working on this particular product
Mhm.
of this show. Where I want to get to work with the ladies. I want the ladies to. We're gonna be a host, but I want the ladies to really do it. So,
Yeah, yeah.
ladies, if you want to be a part of this show, we want to do a show just dedicated to your love of
Hmm.
Knicks basketball, the female point of view, because we guys know how we feel about the team. I
Right.
want to know what the ladies is showing. Like, what do y'all bring to the table? Because on Threads, there's a lot of following. Reach out to us. We want to set up just a show for you ladies to talk Knicks, and we could just sit there and be like, "God, I ain't thinking stuff like that. This is what I
Right.
wanted you to do." So, for
Yeah.
anybody females that would like to basically come on to the show,
Yeah.
we want to dedicate the show just to the ladies to talk about Knicks basketball or anything basketball.
That would be dope. That would be amazing. Like you said, any ladies out there would like to hop on, you're more than welcome. Anybody, any guys that, that got some insight, whether you have your own podcast or you just a fan and you love the Knicks like we do, you're more than welcome. Anybody's more than welcome to hop on a platform with us, and I would love to see it grow as far as like that department. But shout out to everybody that's just like really been checking in, man. And like you said,
Yes.
we're gonna have a lot of guests come through. I don't want to get into big names or names, but we're gonna have some people come on here. So I just want to say one more time, just thank you for growing with us.
Thank you.
Grateful for you. You know what I'm saying? We truly grateful for you, and thank you for keep checking in with us, man. Anything, anything you want to say? Because it's a couple football games on, so we're gonna keep it short
Yep.
tonight. But our shows is gonna you're gonna see the it's gonna go up like as far as
Yes.
numbers that we put on the boards. So any last things you want to say to the Knicks fans or just to the community?
Tomorrow we gotta go. We gotta win. That's it. I'm gonna be
Awesome.
honest. The
Man.
game starts at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
I literally get out of work at that time. You know
Yes.
what? Matter of fact, let's do the first post game tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You know
Woo!
what I mean?
Hey,
I'm down for that. I'm gonna get home. We gonna do the first post game. We're just gonna do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, be stay tuned. This is the first post game. We're gonna do it for the Blazers game tomorrow.
Oh, we
We're
going
gonna
we going to talk. We going to come on right after the game. Y'all,
yes,
y'all getting the treat tomorrow for our first post game
yes.
tomorrow at 6. Well, whenever the game is over, whenever the game goes off,
We'll be ready to talk
live post
about
game.
what we see and how we see it.
Yes, we're gonna talk about that right there in a moment. Yeah, and going forward too. Like you'll get some pre games and you're gonna get some post games as well. So be on
Yep.
the lookout. Just make sure you turn your notifications on when you see us come down, and give us a like, give us a comment, give us a share. We truly appreciate y'all, man. But yeah,
Definitely.
man, they locked in with us, man, and it's Knicks versus everybody, man, and
That's right.
everybody, man. So salute to everybody that's been checking in. Y'all know what it is, man. We out of here.
Right. Peace.